That is madness. Oh no, God forbid my campaign, my candidate actually does what he campaigned on. What a horrifying thought that would be. Holy mother of pearl. I guess we got to get to this. Fucking Bill Burr. Fuck him. He was hosting Saturday Night Live this weekend. So, he gets up and does the monologue, and he's a stand-up. I think stand-ups have quite an advantage during the monologue when they're hosting because they're stand-up. They're used to doing this. Actors, actresses, singers, they really have to, stuff has to be written for them. They have to perform it with cue cards. The cast members of SNL have to be part of it. So it's a big difference with that. And those could work. I've seen a few of those that were very funny. But when you get someone like Louis C.K. goes up there, or just a comic, Chappelle, fuck well you're getting somebody that at least knows how to be funny with a mic in front of a group of people. And then I got to read the some of the reviews. Brilliant stuff. Burr was on his game, and you're like, who are you lying to? And honestly, I am not one of those people that, because I have a problem personally with someone, that I can no longer see if they're funny or not. Never been that way. There are certain people, I still think Kevin Brennan is a very funny guy. I think he's very funny. We apparently despise each other, but I find him funny. My personal thoughts about people, whether I have a beef with the person, whatever it is, that will not make me feel any different about what their comedy is. And the other way around works too. Like, love Joe Rogan. That last special, not his best. It's part of the deal. If you're going to lie to yourself just because you like somebody, that's kind of stupid. Then just don't say anything. But I've seen a few people that have really, boy, Burr was right on his mark this time. Just hilarious stuff. And you're like, what are you lying about? What are you trying to get a gig? What are you trying to get a fucking gig through him? Because I don't think that's going to work. And everyone now knows that you're a liar. It's cringeworthy. This was just a bad set. It's a bad set. It's embarrassing. You could hear at the beginning, especially, that as he's doing it and the audience isn't responding, he almost gets that stand-up comic, that open mic comic response. You know when open micers bomb on a joke and they go, and they're kind of thrown as to where to go to recover from it. Someone with Bill's experience and years in the business just know how to not do that. You move right on. He was looking like an open micer a couple of times during those bomb jokes that just didn't go over. Material that was just COVID. You're doing like vaccine and COVID material. It's 2024, for fuck's sake. What are you doing? And then he gets into the election stuff, and I think that helped him out. It bode better for him than the opening stuff that he did. But even that wasn't good. It was just better than the unbelievable shit he had done for the first few minutes. It wasn't a good set. It wasn't worthy of a comic that has had the success and time in the business as Bill Burr has had. Let's roll this and see how far we get. Here he is.
Thank you very much. Stick around.
Oof. did I oversell that it's terrible because I have beef with the guy, or was that just weak? It was a weak fucking performance from the likes of a guy that has a reputation. I mean, he's killed. He's packed places out. He's done very well. And this was not that. So I don't want to hear it. I think the Opster was like, great job. And then at Bill Burr, Oh, someone's shooting outside. Here's some gunfire every so often. Outside. Far away. I'll return fire. Don't task me. Oh boy. I've had a cough too. Throat. What are you going to do? I've been very busy. I've been on the run. November's been a crazy busy fucking week. See? Seems like a week. Then I got guests for Thanksgiving. And then, we're into December. It's just...
All right, so that was Cumia watching Bill Burr bomb on SNL. I would have showed you the entire thing, but Saturday Night Live blocked the video, so you're going to have to go to Compound Censored to watch it yourself. Cumia merged with Gavin McInnes, fired everyone from Compound Media, but he does his show over there, so go subscribe to watch the full thing. It is pretty funny because he does go through pretty much all of Burr's performance on SNL. So one of the things he said during that was people like to say Bill Burr trashes people equally, but he described Donald Trump as an orange bigot, and then he described Harris as an insurance agent who talked through her nose or something. And he's like, yeah, that's really equal. He really hates Bill Burr now. Although, to be fair to him, he did call out Rogan, saying he likes Rogan, and he does, but Rogan's last special wasn't good, so... But, I mean, and a couple of times during the SNL thing, he did say, all right, that was funny by Burr. But this all goes back to... and he took a little shot at Bill Burr's wife during it, too. And this all comes back to Bill Burr's wife. Cumia blames her for not being able to attend the Patrice O'Neal benefit and not being in that documentary that Bill Burr made about Patrice O'Neal, in which he had everybody in it, including Opie and Jim Norton. And Cumia blames Nia for that. Although I've heard that it's really Von DiCarlo, Patrice O'Neal's girlfriend, that got him kicked out of everything. But that's just what I've heard. But he blames Bill Burr's wife, and then classically, Bill Burr hired Club Soda Kenny, who used to work for Opie and Anthony. And then when Anthony approached Bill Burr, I think at the Comedy Cellar, Bill Burr said, hey, why are you trying to talk to me when you trash my wife? And had Club Soda Kenny kick Cumia out of the Comedy Cellar. So that's got to be a rough one to have a guy who used to work for you kick you out because you're bothering the great Bill Burr. It's still funny. So that is a lot of reason why Cumia hates Bill Burr now. Now, the overall thing, my thoughts on it, yeah, Bill kind of did bomb on that. But a lot of it also was like the circumstances. That crowd did not want to hear non-political, down-the-middle jokes. They're in New York. The election just happened, and their candidate lost. They wanted to hear Trump trashing. But that's not what they got. I mean, even Burr during the set was like, because when he started out horribly, he got like almost no reaction. Then he was like, all right, let's talk about what you people really want to talk about, the election. And then he had a funny joke saying, ladies, you're 0 for 2 against this guy. I think even Cumia said that was funny. But you could argue that Bill Burr did bomb during that opening monologue, but Cumia still hates him. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.